Hi, Mom. I hear you talking now. Let me just fix this. Okay, so earlier today, I was feeling like I picked up some energy from someone else. I started feeling a lot in my heart chakra. For those of you that are like, what the hell is a heart chakra? That is just an energy center. We have 7 main energy centers, and the heart chakra is really located with the heart. It's also very connected to our aura. And I noticed that I was having some hi bud. I noticed that I was having a lot of like chest pain, and that's really strange. I have suffered from anxiety, and it is something that I have really worked on myself to be able to alleviate stress and anxiety in my life. And so the fact that I picked up something that I was feeling some pain in my heart was very strange to me. And the more I sat still today, yes, he is very friendly. The more I sat still today, I just gave myself permission to just be, and I was just reading and just watching. It's done snowing now, but it was snowing. And I was like, oh, what is this? What is this feeling that I'm feeling? Where is this coming from? Is there something that's going on within me that I need to address? Or is this something that I possibly picked up from someone else? And as I reflected, I'm like, you know what? I'm not feeling like I'm really stressed out about anything. I'm not feeling like super anxious about anything. Everything's going really well. And so I kind of reflected, and I was like, you know what? I wonder if I like fully protected myself when I did the group energy healing the other night. And also I was out running errands and stuff like that going on earlier today. And so I wonder if, let me just see this. Okay. Okay, I had to block somebody on Instagram. It was driving me crazy. Okay, so I had wondered if it was from the group healing or if it was from something I picked up earlier today. And then I was like, you know what? I don't think I wore my black tourmaline. I know I did an energy release after I did the group healing the other day. And so it could be from a conversation I had. I'm not really sure. And so I just sat down, and I want to share with you the simple steps that I did to release this energy, because this energy is not mine. I know it's not mine. And I know that I bet you if I asked in my And She Rises group, my free community here on Facebook, that I would find out that there is probably somebody that is going through some heartache or some heart pain. And so I really wanted to take a moment and release this energy that is not mine. And so here's what I did. Hi, you probably have to go potty, don't you? Can you give me 5 minutes? Okay, so the first thing that I did was I picked up my sage. I'm going to show you how to do it. Hopefully he doesn't knock it out of my hand. But he's like, oh, hi, Mom. Can you guys see him on Instagram? I don't think I can tip this down. Okay, so I picked up my sage. And what's really important about cleansing your energy, your own personal energy, I'm not talking about like my house or anything right now. My own personal energy is that you want to do it around your whole body. Hi, bud. Hi. And so I start at the crown of my head. I might stand up and do this for you guys, but I do it from the crown of my head, and then I do it in the front of my body, and then I do it around each side of my body, and then what I can do like behind me too without like catching myself on fire. And so the big thing about doing this is just setting the intention that with the sage is powerful itself, but setting the intention that you're releasing any energy that is low, that is not yours. And so the good thing about sage is that it burns really well. You can use Palo Santo too. I have a Palo Santo stick, which I do like. It burns more smoky in my opinion. Maybe it's just because I need to get some of the black off of it, but it doesn't burn as long, so I have to keep relighting it. I like the smell of that one too. And if you're someone that suffers from anxiety, Palo Santo is really, really good for that. That's just a total side note. So with sage, hi dude, with sage, he's making me scroll out, you guys. What you do is, hopefully my lighter will work. I just do it from the bottom. And then I just blow on it for a second. I have my window open because my smoke detector is right over here. And I just give it a second to really smoke. This one's smoking really well. I have one or two that it doesn't smoke very well. So I just do at the crown of my head. And then I just stand up and I make sure I get all corners, all sides of my body. So let me just move the chair. So I go from the top down. Now you can see him. Oh, Instagram, you still can't see him, can you? Sorry, guys. It just is what it is. So I go all the way down through my energy centers, and I make sure that I get my legs. I go underneath my feet, up the side of my body. I make sure that I get underneath my arms. Instagram, sorry. I'm on 2 social medias at the same time. It's fine. Everything's fine. And then back down. Same thing, the side of your body. And then I make sure that I just get what I can behind me. And then I also, so make sure you get underneath your feet. And then I also do my hands because we pick up a lot of energy from the things that we touch too. So obviously, wash your hands. That's like 3-year-old stuff, 2-year-old stuff. But, but you just want to make sure that you're cleansing your hands as well. So that's the first thing I do is I sage myself. The second thing that you can do, this is totally optional, but if you have a selenite stick, a selenite wand, selenite is liquid light. It is like the cleanser, the holy grail of crystals. This is like one that I don't carry with me because it makes me feel floaty and very disconnected. It's very connected with our higher selves. But this is a really great crystal to be able to cleanse your energy. And then I'm going to show you also the crystal that I wear for energy protection. So same thing, counterclockwise above your head. And this is your crown chakra. This is where all of your energy comes into from above. And so cleanse your energy from here. And then the same thing that we did with the sage is I go all the way down my body, and he's smelling it. What is that? What is it? Yeah. And then we go on each side of our body. You do underneath your feet, and then you can just sit and hold it in your hands for a few minutes. Whatever feels good. Trust what feels good. So this is one of 2 ways you can do it. If you have selenite, you can use selenite. If you have sage, use sage, whichever way feels best. The third tip that I will share with you is, I know some of you guys are like, I want to meditate, but I'm a squirrel. And I get that because I'm a squirrel too. And it's like thought. And so the biggest thing about meditation is to just release your thoughts, to not sit in judgment with your thoughts as they come in, but just be like, oh, cool, release, and just let it be what it is. So what I do is, and if you want to put on some like calming nature sounds or binaural beats, you can like go to YouTube and look up some cool binaural beats and do that route. Or if you just want to sit in silence too, that's cool too. So what I do is I close my eyes and I take a deep breath and I open my hands up to receive. And then from there, when I close my eyes, I imagine my feet that are connected to the earth. So I am connecting myself. I am grounding myself into the earth. So what I do is I imagine that there's a root coming out from the bottom of my feet, and I imagine it going down, 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 down to the core, to the center of the earth. And so from there, I imagine like there's a hook at the bottom of like this energy that's going down, and I hook that into the core of the earth. And then what I do is I'm bringing up that calm, grounding energy from the center of the earth up through that core, that energy that I just placed in from the bottom of my feet. So I'm pulling it back up into the bottom of my feet, all the way to the top of my body. So I'm grounding myself. And then the next thing that I do, and this only takes like a minute or two. And then the next thing that I do is I connect with the higher light. So I imagine this is there's a couple different ways that you can imagine this that'll make it really easy for yourself. The first way is when you open up your crown chakra to let in the light is you can imagine it like a camera lens. You know how a camera lens like kind of like opens up? So it's like closed and then it opens. So you can imagine like that closed and then it opens. Or you can imagine it like, oh, I really love the symbolism of a rose. So you could do like the rose is closed, so you can imagine like the rose is opening up. So now you're allowing in the light. I really think he has to go potty. He's like, excuse me, Mom, you're not paying attention. Okay, so imagine that this rose is open up at the top of your head. So now that's open and you bring in the light. Hi, Mom. You bring in the light from above. And so now you've got your grounding energy and now you're connected from the top. Instagram, you guys can't see this. I just need to do this for a second. Can you say hi? Okay, so now we're grounded and we're connected from the top of the light. You guys, hopefully this makes sense. I just can't stop laughing because he's making me scroll out. Okay, so after you connect yourself to the light, so now you have this light coming in from above. And so this is, I imagine this as a beautiful white light of protection. This white light that is from like God, heaven, source, universe, whatever feels right for you. And so I imagine this like kind of like a waterfall. So it's flowing into the top of your head and it's going down through your body and it's cleansing your body and it's cleansing yourself from all negative energy, anything that is unwanted, that is no longer yours. And then, so now you have your grounding and you have your white light of protection. And then I also imagine like this beautiful waterfall of light coming around my full body and protecting my full body. Okay, so that's the second tip, is the grounding and bringing in the white light of protection. This is magic. That is like my favorite part. I love saging myself, but just doing that simple meditation literally takes maybe 5 or 10 minutes, whatever feels right for you. And just know that you can't mess it up. You just can't. Just trust yourself. Just a lot of this is just trusting that what you're doing is right. And if your intuition is like, I don't know what he's looking at. If your intuition is like, yes, this feels right, then trust that. The third simple step to this to cleansing your energy is you can call in Archangel Michael. He is the protector. And you can imagine a cord coming out of your heart or of your solar plexus, and which is right below like your sternum. And you can just imagine him taking his beautiful blue sword and gently cutting the cords across the lines of time, anything that you're connected to energetically. We don't want to be connected to anything that's not ourselves and that's not serving us, right? And so, and because that's pulling that energy from us, and we're taking energy from something else too. And especially if we're feeling like, blah, then there's something that we're connected to. So we can use that. We can call in Archangel Michael and just trust it and ask him. I ask that you cut the energetic lines, or, you know, the energetic connection across the lines of time. Something simple. Just trust whatever comes out of your mouth, comes into your head. Just know that it's not wrong. You can't fuck it up. It's all good. It's all well. Now, to protect yourself from energy when you're out and about, you can still call in Archangel Michael and ask him to protect you. You can ask God, source, universe, angels, whoever feels good for you. And you can, hey Chrissy, you can imagine that protection around you at all times. I also use black tourmaline. I got this from a Canadian company, business. She's a small business. So if you guys want her Instagram page, just let me know and I will definitely send that to you. You can check out Energy Muse. They're a really great company. I love Illuminate Your Vibe on Instagram and Rocks with Sass. And then check local rock shops. But I carry black tourmaline, a rock. I carry a rock with me everywhere. It's not wrong, right? So, black tourmaline with me everywhere I go. It's my protection. Doesn't always go with the outfit, so if it doesn't, then I'll just put it somewhere else. But I like it long. I usually have it a little bit shorter than this, but when I put it on, I forgot to tighten it up. But I love to put it over my heart, like right next to, let's see if I can get this. There we go. Right over my heart chakra. So our heart right in the center, because that will be a huge protective modality from my heart, and then also protecting my energy around me. So hopefully you guys, this made sense with my squirrel moments with my fur baby. Let me show you. Let me show Instagram. Say hi. Say hi. He is so sweet, you guys. Hi, I know. I'm so sorry. We'll go potty, okay? So yeah, if you have any questions about this, just shoot me a message and let me know. If you want to join my free Facebook community, it's And She Rises Facebook. I have it in the comments, or not in the comments, I'm sorry, in the description. I'll put it in the comments for you too. And then Instagram, I will do a swipe up in my stories. That way you guys can join it with ease there. I don't think it's in my bio. And then I just wanted to look through. Someone had said, let's just see. Whoops. Someone had said, start doing yoga. I actually do yoga. And this has nothing to do with like what was going on. So I think this person just kind of jumped in at the wrong part of the conversation, but, and then you need to see a doctor, which, you guys, I don't believe that energy healing is the end all be all. I believe that medicine absolutely has its place, but sometimes medicine isn't always the first answer. Sometimes that we need to go within, but if there is a medical reason that you need a doctor, go. Like if you're having heart issues, go. In my case, I know for a fact that it was not something that was medically related. I know my body. I'm very in tune with my body. And so that's why I was like, okay, hey, what's going on? Where, like, I fully stepped into awareness of, hey, what's going on with my body? If I felt like it was something that needed a medical, like a doctor, medical attention, yeah, I would absolutely be going to a doctor, because I'm not going to mess around, right? My heart is the thing that's keeping me alive. So, trust your soul, trust your body, trust your intuition. But this, like if you are an empath and you're picking up energy from other people, this is a really great tool for you guys to be able to cleanse your energy. And truly too, sometimes when you're suffering from anxiety and depression, sometimes it is some deep-seated things and situations that are going on in your life, or maybe that you've carried in from other situations in the past. And sometimes it's also like when I'm in stores, if I'm not wearing my black tourmaline, or if I'm not really aware of like protecting my energy, I know I'll walk out of the store most of the time frantic if I'm not super intentional about it. And so if you just step into that intentionality, then that's a really beautiful gift you can give yourself. And join And She Rises Facebook group, and that will really help you. Yeah, Mom, I know you know that. They have a lot of opinions about it, but I really feel like healing and holistic approaches have been around for thousands of years, and it's definitely, it seems like a new age thing because the Western culture is really coming around to it. But I still believe too that there's a place for doctors, but it's not always the answer. And for me, it's not the first thing I look at too, unless I'm like, broken or dying. But yeah, anyway, I hope this was helpful for you guys. I'm going to go let Fur Babies out to go potty. Now that he's laying down, he's like, okay, I'm tired of waiting for you. So I hope you guys have an amazing day, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.